Welcome to Vivid English Podcast. Hello, everyone. I'm Sarah.
And I'm James. It is wonderful to be here with you all today.
I have to tell you, I am feeling fantastic today. I have had my coffee. The sun is shining. How are you doing?
I am doing very well, thank you. I'm feeling quite energetic myself because we have a topic today that, well, I know is going to be incredibly helpful for our listeners.
Oh,
It's one of those life skills that everyone needs, but nobody really teaches you in school, you know?
that is so true. Today, we're going to explore a topic that makes almost everyone a little bit nervous. I mean, it makes my palms sweat just thinking about it.
I think I know what it is.
We were talking about salary negotiation.
Ah, yes. The money conversation. It is the moment that makes even the most confident professionals feel a little bit shy.
Exactly. I think for many of our listeners, and honestly, even for native English speakers like myself, talking about money is scary. It feels awkward.
It is nerve-wracking.
It is. We worry that we might say the wrong thing or, offend our boss.
It is a very common fear. But today, our goal is to completely remove that fear. We want to give you a clear framework and, most importantly, the specific English vocabulary you need.
So the goal is helping our listeners negotiate a raise.
A raise or a new job offer, and to do it with total confidence.
I absolutely love that goal. Confidence really comes from knowing what to say, right?
Precisely.
So before we learn the specific words, we need to understand the culture behind this, because in some cultures, asking for more money can be seen as rude.
Yes, that's a great place to start. We need to begin with the mindset of negotiation. In American business culture and, generally in Western international business, negotiation is not just okay. It is often expected.
Expected, really, because I think many people worry about appearing greedy.
For sure.
They think, if I ask for more money, my boss will think I am selfish or that I only care about cash.
That is the biggest mental block people have. But here is the key concept to remember. You are not asking for a favor.
Yeah.
You are not asking for charity. You are discussing the value you bring to the company.
I really like that distinction. It is not a favor. It is about value.
Exactly. Think of it this way. A company pays you for the work you do. If your work is excellent and you are helping the company make money or save time,
Then your value has gone up.
exactly, the value of your labor has gone up. It is a business conversation, not a personal one.
That makes it feel much less emotional. If we view it as a business transaction, it takes the pressure off. But timing is everything.
Yes, it is.
When is the right time to have this conversation? Do we just knock on the boss's door on a random Tuesday morning?
You could, but timing is very important. The most common time is during a performance review. This usually happens once a year.
Okay, so that's the obvious time.
Right. However, you do not have to wait for that specific day. It is also very appropriate to ask after a big win or a success.
Oh, interesting. So let's say I just finished a huge project and it was very successful. The client is happy and my boss is happy. That is a good time.
That is the ideal time, yes. When your value is fresh in their minds, that is the best moment to talk about compensation.
Okay, so we have the right mindset. We are ready to talk about our value, but I assume we cannot just walk in and demand $1 million just because we want it.
Haha, sadly, no. That would probably get you fired, not promoted.
Right.
This brings us to our second point, doing your homework.
Homework is never fun, but it sounds necessary here.
It is vital. You need data. You cannot negotiate based on feelings or what you hope to earn. You need facts.
Okay, so what kind of words or vocabulary do we need for this research? Where do we even start?
There are three key terms our listeners should know. The first is market rate.
Market rate. That sounds like an economics term. Could you define that for us clearly?
Certainly, the market rate is the average salary that other companies pay for the same job in your specific city or industry.
Why does the city matter so much?
Well, because the cost of living is different everywhere. A job in New York City will have a higher market rate than the same job in a smaller town.
Okay, that makes sense. So you need to research the rate for your specific location. And the second term.
The second is industry standard. This is very similar. It refers to the typical practices or payment levels within a specific business field like tech, finance, or education.
Got it. So knowing the industry standard helps you know what is normal. And what was the third one?
The third is compensation package.
Oh, that is a good one. It sounds so professional.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A compensation package is not just your salary, it includes everything.
Like what?
Your health insurance, your bonus, your vacation days, your retirement plan, everything the company gives you.
So when you negotiate, you are looking at the whole package, not just the monthly paycheck.
Correct. Sometimes the salary is fixed, but the package can be improved.
That's a great tip.
Now, once you have this data, you need a strong phrase to start the conversation. You can say something like, based on my research and the current market rate for this role in this industry.
Let me repeat that slowly for everyone because that is a very powerful sentence. Based on my research and the current market rate for this role. Wow. That sounds so professional.
It creates a strong foundation.
Yeah.
It shows you have prepared, you are not guessing, you know the market.
Okay. So we've done our research. We know the market rate. Now, how do we prove we deserve to be at the top of that rate?
This is where we use the achievement framework.
The achievement framework. Tell us about the why.
You cannot just say, I want more money because I have been here for 2 years.
Right. Time doesn't equal value.
Exactly. You have to show why you deserve it. You need to prove your results.
Is there a formula for this? I love a good formula to help me organize my thoughts.
There is. The formula is, over the last time period, I have an accomplishment which resulted in positive outcome.
Okay, that is a great structure. Let's try to put some real words in there to make it clear. Can you give us an example?
Sure. Let's say you are a project manager. A weak way to say it would be, I worked really hard on the new project.
Yeah, that is a bit vague. Everyone thinks they work hard.
Exactly. A strong way to use the formula would be, over the last year, I successfully led the marketing project, which increased our team's efficiency by 20%.
Wow. Which increased our team's efficiency by 20%. That sounds so strong.
It is specific. It uses numbers. It is hard to argue with numbers.
That definitely sounds better than just saying, I am a hard worker.
Exactly. Working hard is subjective. Increasing efficiency by 20% is a fact.
Okay, so we have laid the groundwork. We explained our value using the framework. Now comes the part that makes my stomach turn a little bit.
The big ask, the moment of truth.
Yes. How do we actually say the number? I mean, how do we transition from I did a good job to please pay me more?
We can use a soft opening to make it easier. You could say, I'd like to discuss a salary adjustment that reflects my expanded responsibilities.
Salary adjustment, that sounds very neutral. I like that.
Mhm.
It is not I want a raise, which can sound
It-
demanding.
It's an adjustment.
Yeah.
Words matter. Adjustment implies correcting something to make it right. It sounds logical and fair.
So after the soft opening, do we just say a number like I want $80,000?
I recommend avoiding a single specific number. Instead, I'd use a range.
A range, like from this amount to that amount.
Yes,
Okay.
the phrase is based on my performance, I was looking for something in the range of X to Y.
In the range, okay. Why is a range better?
It shows you are flexible. It starts a conversation.
Yeah,
If you give one number, it is easy for them to just say no. A range invites them to work with you.
that makes sense. Okay, so I say I am looking for something in the range of 60 to 70,000. What do I do next?
You stop talking.
What? Just stop.
Yes. We call this the strategic pause.
Oh, I hate silence. It is so uncomfortable. I always want to fill the silence with nervous laughter or extra words.
Uh-huh. Most people do. And that is why it is a power move. When you state your number and then stop speaking, you show confidence.
So it puts a pressure on them.
It puts the pressure on the other person to respond, yes.
So I shouldn't say, I am looking for this range. But if that's too much, it's okay. I can take less.
Never. Do not negotiate against yourself. State the range. Then wait. Let the silence hang in the air.
Okay, I will practice zipping my lips. But what if they respond with a no?
It happens. They might say, it is not in the budget right now, or we cannot afford that.
That sounds like a dead end. Is the negotiation over? Do we just walk away?
Not at all. This is where we pivot.
Pivot. That means to turn or change direction, right?
Yes. We turn the conversation from no to the future.
Yeah.
You can ask, what would it take for me to reach that level in the next 6 months?
Oh, that is brilliant. What would it take for me to reach that level? It shows you are committed to staying and growing.
Exactly. You are asking for a plan. And if the salary is truly fixed and they cannot give you more money right now, you can negotiate non-monetary benefits.
You mean things that aren't cash?
Yes, if they cannot give you cash, ask for other things that have value. For example, flexible working hours or remote work.
Remote work is huge these days. That is definitely valuable. It saves commute time and money.
Exactly. Or you could ask for additional PTO. That stands for paid time off.
More vacation days.
More vacation days.
I would love more vacation days. Huh. That is almost as good as money.
Right. Or perhaps a professional development budget. Ask them to pay for a training course, a certification, or a conference.
Or maybe a signing bonus.
Yes, a one-time signing bonus or a performance bonus is often easier for a company to approve than a permanent salary increase.
That is really smart. So, no doesn't mean the end. It just means we look for value in other places.
Precisely. Be creative with your requests.
Now, everything we just discussed was about asking for a raise at your current job. But what if we are looking at a new job offer?
The principles are similar, but the phrases are slightly different.
Let's say I just got an email. Congratulations, we want to hire you. But the salary is a little lower than I wanted.
First, always be polite. You want to show enthusiasm. But you can ask firmly. I'm very excited about the offer. Is there any flexibility in the base salary?
Is there any flexibility in the base salary? That is a very gentle but clear question.
It is. It is not aggressive. You are just asking a question.
Yeah.
And before you say yes or no, you need to understand the whole picture. So you should ask, could you walk me through the full benefits package?
Right. Because maybe the salary is low, but the health insurance is amazing and free.
Exactly. You need the full view before you decide.
We have covered so many great strategies, but before we practice, what are some common mistakes we should avoid?
There are three big ones that I see all the time. The first one we touched on, being too emotional.
Like saying, I need more money because my rent went up.
Yes. Avoid that. It sounds harsh, but your personal expenses are not the company's business. Stick to your professional value and your results.
Okay, keep it business. What is the second mistake?
Giving a single number instead of a range. We
Yeah.
discussed this. A range keeps the door open for discussion.
Right. And the third mistake.
Not getting the final agreement in writing.
Oh, that is so important. If it isn't in an email or a contract, it doesn't exist, does it?
Verbal promises can be forgotten. Always get it in writing.
Okay. I think we are ready to put this into practice. Let's do some role play.
Let's do it. This will help our listeners hear the tone and the pace of the conversation.
Okay. In this first scenario, scenario A, I will be the employee. You are my boss. We are in my annual performance review. I am going to use the achievement framework and the strategic pause.
Okay, I am ready. Go ahead.
So, over the last year, I have successfully managed the client transition project, which resulted in a 15% increase in customer retention. Based on this performance and my research, I was looking for a salary adjustment in the range of $75,000 to $80,000.
That is a significant jump. But given your results, I think we can discuss it.
Phew, that silence felt long, but it worked. I could feel the pressure shifting to you.
It worked perfectly. You stated your value, you gave a range, and you waited. It forced me to consider your requests seriously.
Okay, let's switch. Scenario B. You are the candidate. I am the hiring manager offering you a new job.
Okay.
So we are excited to offer you the position with a starting salary of $50,000.
Thank you so much. I'm very excited about the offer. However, based on my experience in industry standards, is there any flexibility in the base salary?
Oh, very smooth. You
Yeah,
didn't reject it, but you asked for more. It felt very polite.
exactly. It invites collaboration. You are working together to find a number that works for both of you.
Okay, last one. Scenario C. Turning a no into a not yet. I am the boss, and I have some bad news.
Okay, I am ready.
I agree you are doing a great job, but it is just not in the budget right now. I cannot increase your salary.
I understand the budget constraints. If a raise isn't possible now, what would it take for me to reach that salary level in the next 6 months?
Boom! Now I, as the boss, have to give you a plan. I cannot just ignore you.
And in 6 months, I will come back and say, I did what you asked. Now let's look at that raise.
That is so empowering. It really takes the helplessness out of the situation.
It does.
Yeah.
Negotiation is about finding a solution that works for everyone.
This has been such an insightful conversation. I feel more confident already.
I am glad to hear that. You know, there is a famous quote that I love.
What is it?
You don't get what you deserve. You get what you negotiate.
You get what you negotiate. That is something to remember. We have to be our own advocates, don't we?
It is so true. The company wants to pay you fairly, but they also want to save money. You have to ask for what you are worth.
My advice to everyone listening is this: practice. Stand in front of a mirror, look at yourself, and say these phrases out loud.
Yes, repeat them. Is there any flexibility? I was looking for a range of. Get your mouth used to saying the words.
Confidence comes from preparation. If you practice, you won't be as nervous when the real moment comes.
Absolutely. We hope this look into salary negotiation helps you in your career. It is a skill that will pay off for the rest of your life.
Well, that is all the time we have for today. We hope you feel ready to earn what you are worth.
It was a pleasure exploring this with you. Please don't forget to subscribe and come back to the Vivid English podcast. We really appreciate you listening.
Yes. Be sure to tune in to Vivid English Podcast next time. We have so many more great topics coming up to help you master English in the real world.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have a great week.